Apple, the tech giant, relies heavily on China. China is a massive market for iPhones. Millions of people in China buy iPhones, making China crucial to Apple's success. Recently, Apple has faced challenges in China. These challenges impact the company's stock price. Apple's performance in China is closely watched by investors. When sales are strong, Apple's stock usually goes up. However, weak sales can cause the stock price to fall. Understanding the relationship between iPhone sales in China and Apple's stock price is important for investors. In recent months, there have been signs of slowing iPhone sales in China. Data suggests that demand for iPhones has weakened. This is partly due to increased competition from local Chinese brands. These brands offer feature-rich phones at lower prices, making them attractive to budget-conscious consumers. The economic slowdown in China is also a factor. People are more cautious with their spending during uncertain economic times. This can lead to consumers delaying expensive purchases like new smartphones. Apple's premium pricing strategy makes iPhones even more vulnerable in such conditions. News of slowing iPhone sales in China has worried investors. The stock market doesn't like uncertainty. When a major market like China shows weakness, investors get nervous. This nervousness can translate into stock selling, pushing prices down. We saw this happen recently when Apple's stock price experienced a dip. The dip came after reports of lower-than-expected iPhone sales in China. The market reacted quickly, reflecting concerns about Apple's future prospects in the region. While a single quarter of weak sales doesn't spell disaster, it does raise questions. Section 4. Analyst Predictions. Deciphering the Future. Despite the recent dip in sales, many analysts remain cautiously optimistic about Apple's long-term prospects in China. They believe that the company's innovative approach and strong brand presence will help it navigate through the current challenges. Apple's ability to consistently deliver high-quality products has earned it a loyal customer base, which is a significant advantage in a competitive market. They point to Apple's strong brand loyalty in the country. This loyalty is not just about the products themselves, but also about the ecosystem that Apple has built around its devices. From the App Store to Apple Music, the seamless integration of services keeps customers coming back. Many Chinese consumers see iPhones as status symbols. Owning an iPhone is often associated with a certain level of prestige and modernity. This perception is particularly strong among younger consumers who are more inclined to spend on premium products. This aspirational aspect of the brand gives Apple a competitive edge. The company's marketing strategies have successfully positioned the iPhone as a desirable product, not just a functional device. This has helped Apple maintain its market share even in the face of economic fluctuations. However, analysts acknowledge that Apple needs to adapt to the changing dynamics of the Chinese market. The economic landscape is evolving and consumer preferences are shifting. To stay ahead, Apple must be agile and responsive to these changes. They suggest that Apple needs to offer more competitively priced products. The high price point of iPhones can be a barrier for many potential customers. By providing more affordable options, Apple can attract a broader audience. This could involve expanding its lower-cost iPhone SE lineup or introducing new models specifically for the Chinese market. By catering to the diverse needs of Chinese consumers, Apple can strengthen its position and ensure sustained growth in this crucial market. Section 5. Beyond iPhones, Apple's China Strategy. While iPhones are still central to Apple's business in China, the company is also focusing on other growth areas. The Chinese market is incredibly dynamic and offers a plethora of opportunities beyond just smartphones. Apple recognizes this and is strategically diversifying its portfolio to include a variety of services and products that cater to the unique demands of Chinese consumers. Services have emerged as a key revenue driver for Apple globally, and China is no exception. The company has been making significant strides in expanding its services sector, which includes Apple Music, Apple Pay, and the App Store. These services not only provide additional revenue streams but also help in creating a more integrated ecosystem for users. Apple Music, Apple Pay, and the App Store have all seen significant growth in China. The popularity of these services is a testament to Apple's ability to adapt and innovate in a highly competitive market. For instance, Apple Pay has become increasingly popular among Chinese consumers, who appreciate its convenience and security features. Apple is also investing heavily in research and development in China. This investment is not just about creating new products, but also about understanding the local market better. By having a strong R&D presence in China, Apple can tailor its offerings to meet the specific needs and preferences of Chinese consumers. The company has opened several research centers across the country. These centers are equipped with state-of-the-art technology and staffed by some of the brightest minds in the industry. They focus on a wide range of projects, from developing new hardware to creating innovative software solutions. These centers focus on developing new technologies and products tailored to the needs of Chinese consumers. This localized approach allows Apple to stay ahead of the curve and maintain its competitive edge in the market. It also helps in building stronger relationships with local partners and stakeholders. This shows Apple's commitment to the Chinese market. By investing in both services and research, Apple is not just looking to sell more products, but is also aiming to become an integral part of the Chinese digital ecosystem. This comprehensive strategy ensures that Apple remains a key player in one of the world's most important markets. Section 6. The global picture, China's impact on Apple. It's important to remember that China is just one piece of Apple's global puzzle. While China is a significant market, Apple also generates substantial revenue from other regions, including the Americas, Europe, and the rest of Asia-Pacific. Fluctuations in iPhone sales in China can impact Apple's overall financial performance, but they don't tell the whole story. Investors need to consider Apple's performance in other markets as well as its growth in services and other product categories. Section 7. Looking ahead, navigating uncertain waters. The Chinese market presents both challenges and opportunities for Apple. As one of the largest and most dynamic markets in the world, China is a critical battleground for any global tech company. For Apple, it represents a significant portion of its revenue and a key area for growth. However, the landscape is fraught with complexities. The company faces intense competition, evolving consumer preferences, and economic uncertainties. Local brands like Huawei, Xiaomi, and Oppo are formidable competitors, offering high-quality products at competitive prices. Additionally, the Chinese consumer market is rapidly changing, with preferences shifting towards more innovative and feature-rich devices. Economic factors, such as trade tensions and regulatory changes, add another layer of unpredictability. However, Apple also benefits from a strong brand, a loyal customer base, and a growing services business. The company's reputation for quality and innovation has earned it a dedicated following. Its ecosystem of products and services, including the App Store, Apple Music, and iCloud, creates a seamless user experience that keeps customers engaged and invested in the brand. Navigating these complexities will be crucial for Apple's continued success in China. Strategic planning and agile decision-making will be essential. The company must stay ahead of market trends, anticipate consumer needs, and respond swiftly to any challenges that arise. This requires a deep understanding of the local market and a willingness to adapt its strategies accordingly. The company needs to adapt to the changing market dynamics, innovate its product offerings, and strengthen its relationship with Chinese consumers. This means not only introducing new and exciting products, but also enhancing existing ones to meet the specific needs and preferences of the Chinese market. Building strong partnerships with local businesses and investing in community initiatives can also help bolster Apple's presence in China. The coming quarters will be critical for Apple as it seeks to maintain its position as a leading tech giant in the world's largest smartphone market. The company's ability to navigate these uncertain waters will determine its future success. By leveraging its strengths and addressing its challenges head-on, Apple can continue to thrive and grow in China, securing its place as a global leader in technology.